Ladies and gentlemen, it is the best part of the week because we're about to get some amazing Nintendo Switch games for incredibly cheap. I don't know how it's happening, but every single week the eShop sales are getting better and better, and this one has games for like ridiculously cheap prices. You do not want to miss this one, so let's go ahead and get right into it. Since the Nintendo Switch 2 presentation is next month, I feel like every single week they're just making Switch games cheaper and cheaper. And the great thing is we can also play these on our Switch too, so why not pick them up now? But before we do that, if you look over here, here is a winner of a Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. Pretty cool. But if you also look over here, here is another winner of a Nintendo Switch eShop gift card. If you would like to have the same opportunity, all you have to do is be a subscriber and be following me on Instagram or Twitter or both of them, and just let me know you came from YouTube. This is my small way of giving back to my amazing community every single week, and it really helps this channel grow, and then it helps you guys get games for free, and it's just a win-win. So before we get started, if you could hit a like and subscribe, that would truly mean the world to me, and let's just go ahead and get into these amazing deals. The first game we're talking about today is Golf Story, and I seriously do not know how this game keeps getting cheaper. It is only $2.69. This is the lowest price this game has ever been. It's 82% off, and I mean, like, I don't even know what to do here. This game is incredible. I'm actually playing through this game right now. Like, I'm playing about 5 different games currently, and this is one of the games I'm playing through. It's an RPG, and you're trying to live up to like your dad's golf glory days, so you're trying to become an amazing golfer, and you just play through this really touching story, and the gameplay is so fun. And you go to all these cool golf courses, which are basically like their own little levels, and it's seriously one of the best Switch games of all time for less than $3. Star Ocean First Departure R is also on sale for $6.29, and that's 70% off the full price. And this is the lowest price this game has ever been, and I think this came out on the PlayStation 1 originally, if I'm not mistaken, and now it's on the Switch, and it feels like it's a brand new Switch game. That's how good these games hold up. I'm not sure if they did anything to it, but it seriously feels like a modern game. Star Ocean: The Second Story R is one of my favorite games I've ever played on the Switch, and this game is just as good. So play this game, then go play that game, and just have a lot of fun playing video games. That's what it's about. OCTOPATH Traveler is also on sale for $23.99, and this is 60% off. This is the game, in my opinion, that popularized the HD 2D graphics. It really took it to the forefront and showed like how beautiful it can look. The story in this game is actually incredible, and I like how it follows a bunch of different characters, and they feel like they're basically living out their own game, like playing their adventures. You feel like it's an entirely different game, but it's all one game. I'm not really good at explaining what's going on here. Just know this is one of the best things ever released on the Switch, and it's currently 60% off. YOOKA-LAYLEE and the Impossible LAIR is currently $2.99, and this is 90% off. And yes, this is one of those games that goes on sale all the time. And every single time it does go on sale, I like to talk about it, because if you have not picked this game up for one reason or another, what are you doing? If you like really fun platforming games, then you're really going to enjoy this one. The first one is 3D, this one is more 2D, and I think this one translates better, and it's just a better game overall, pretty much in every single way, and it looks beautiful, it runs amazing, it's a lot of fun, and it's $3. No More Heroes is also on sale for $9.99, and that's 50% off. If I'm not mistaken, the second game and possibly the third game are also on sale. I know the second game is also $10. I'm really not sure about the third one, but if I could only recommend one of these games, I would say start with the first one. In my opinion, this is one of those things where the franchise starts, and then as it goes on, it kind of gets worse over time. I still think the second game is good, and there's still good things to like about the third game, but the first game really set it off. I think it's what makes No More Heroes, well, No More Heroes, and it really is a super fun game. Monster Hunter Rise is currently $9.99, and that's 75% off. And one of the reasons why I want to mention this game right now is because Monster Hunter Wilds, I think that's what it's called, came out recently, took over the world, everybody's loving it. Obviously that's not on the Nintendo Switch. There's a lot of rumors that it's going to show up on the Switch too, but for the time being, in my opinion at least, because I haven't played the new one, I would say this is the best Monster Hunter game. It's more accessible, the controls are better, the movement is more fluid, and it's a lot easier to see what the series is about in this one. The game looks beautiful, the music is amazing. It's $10, you know what I mean? So if you're interested in this series and you've never played it, I think this is the perfect way to get into it. Dragon's Dogma Dark Horizon is also on sale currently for $4.99, and that's 83% off the full price. Again, there's a new Dragon's Dogma game that came out, I believe, last year, and a lot of people enjoyed it. Obviously, that's not on the Switch. I don't think a lot of people actually know this game is on the Switch, and if you've seen it, you might think, well, I guess it's on the Switch, but it's probably not worth playing, and it's not going to run good, and it's really cheap, so that's kind of showing you that it's not worth it. You couldn't be more wrong. This game surprises me how good it runs, and how much fun there is, and how much stuff is going on. And with a price tag of only $5, it really has me scratching my head like, how? But I'm not here to argue against it. It's a really good deal for a really good game. West of Loathing is also on sale for $3.52, that's 68% off, and this is the lowest price this game has ever been. This is another weird game that is just a great RPG. It's wacky, it's whimsical, and it kind of doesn't make sense, but does make sense at the same time. Like your stick figures, and the art style is kind of questionable, and you would think, okay, this is something I'm going to play for like maybe an hour, kind of see what's going on here, and move on. But this is a really good game. They can get you sucked into it, really immersed. And I think there is a sequel to this, if I'm not mistaken. I have not played that one, and I'm really not even sure it exists, but I have played this, and I'm here to tell you this is a must-play Switch game. One of my favorite games of all time is on sale, NIER Automata, or NIER Automata for the nerds out there. The End of YORHA edition. This is $19.99, and that's 50% off the full price. This is one of those games where you play it, it's either going to be for you, or it's not going to be for you. And before I played it, I thought, yeah, that's definitely not a game for me. There's nothing there that looks like I'm going to enjoy it. But when I was on vacation before, I found a super cheap copy, and I was like, you know what? I'll pick this up and I'll try it out. And I could not stop playing it from the moment I started it. It's really not even an opinion. This is one of the best ports on the Nintendo Switch entirely, and you feel like you're playing a PlayStation 4 game on the Switch. Definitely check this one out if you get a chance to. Forager is also on sale for $6.99, and that's 65% off the full price. Forager is a 2D open world game, inspired by your favorite exploration, farming, and crafting games. Gather, collect, and manage resources, craft useful items and structures, build and grow your base out of nothing. You need to buy land to expand and explore, then level up and learn new skills, abilities, and blueprints. Solve puzzles, find secrets, raid dungeons, achieve anything you want. The choice is yours, you set your own goals to work towards. So if you like farming games or exploring games, or games that are kind of relaxing and charming and kind of take your mind out of everything else, I would say this is not a bad game to pick up. YOKU'S Island Express is only $3.99, and that's 80% off the full price. I'm really not sure how this game is still a hidden gem, because it's so damn good, and it's like the perfect package for what you get. It's a Metroidvania, I guess, but you have like this pinball mechanic, and everything just works perfectly. And it's such a good game, and it's always so cheap. But all the time when I talk about this game, people will message me on Instagram or on Twitter and say, yeah, thank you for recommending that game, I never heard about it. And I just don't even know how that's possible because how good it is. So again, I'm here to tell you to pick up this game because you will not be disappointed. And it's only $4. Resident Evil 4 is also on sale for $9.99, and that's 50% off the full price. Resident Evil games go on sale a few times a year, and I really never hear anybody recommend them, and I'm really not sure because they're actually really freaking good. Resident Evil 4 was the first Resident Evil game I ever played. I might have played another one when I was younger, I just don't remember it, but I played the GameCube version last year, and then I bought the Switch port after that, and I think everybody who's ever played these games should own these on the Switch. Even if you've never played them, I think the Switch is the perfect place to get into them. I want to say a good handful of them always go on sale for $10, and all of them are worth it. But Resident Evil 4, in my opinion, is what made the series what it is. Hopefully the remake will show up on the Nintendo Switch too. I have a good feeling it will, but for $10, play one of the greatest games of all time. And the last game we're talking about today is a game called Crown Trick, and this is currently $4.99, and that's 75% off the full price. Crown Trick is a beautifully animated, roguelike RPG adventure, characterized by turn-based combat and skill item interactive strategy. Enter a labyrinth that moves as you move, where mastering the elements is key to defeating enemies and uncovering the mysteries of this underground world. So I've talked about this game in a Hidden Gems video, and the thing that had me really drawn to it is how the levels, or whatever you want to call them, move as you move. And it's such a strange mechanic that seems like it wouldn't work, or it would be annoying or something, but it just works, for the lack of better words, perfectly, like exactly how it should work. And it really adds to the game, and the game looks beautiful. You know, I love pixelated graphics, so if it's a good game and it has pixelated graphics that look beautiful, then I'm gonna recommend it. But this one's also on sale. Again, we have another incredible Nintendo Switch Eshop Sale, and the great thing is we can play all these games on our Switch too. I've never been a person to stock up on a digital library. I prefer physical games, but with prices like this, and knowing I can play it on the next Nintendo console, it's kind of hard to argue against it. So yeah, as always in the comments, let me know what you guys think about all these games, if we're going to be picking anything up. And remember to hit a like and subscribe, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter, and join this community, and you might have an opportunity to win an eShop gift card every single week. And then when the Switch 2 comes out, we'll continue to do it for that console. And yeah, you guys know me, I will see you very soon with a new video. Peace out!